Hello. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I am Art Baltazar. I am the famous cartoonist who's going to say some things. Today is this very special episode. It is after dark. It is the wee night, the wee hours of the night. It is about to go wee. I believe the wee hours begin at 1 a.m. So it's about 20 minutes to. And I thought, hey man, why don't I say some things tonight? Let's see who's out there. Let's see who's out there in the masses and who's willing to communicate today. Because I have some covers I have to finish. I'm doing some Super Pet books, which I would show them on the screen, but I think they are top secret. They have yet to be announced. I am announcing them here, but they have to announce like the characters. They have to announce the characters and things like that. And I don't want to prematurely announce or show any artwork that may lead to things being called out too early. Like, I don't want to be the guy responsible for like a big company saying, hey man, nobody knows about that yet. So I could say that I'm making Aquaman and Superman, Green Lantern. I'm making all the superheroes that we all know and love. And I'm coloring bubbles right now. You might hear some of my pen. Hear it? You hear that little bit of ticking. That's my pencil, my computer pencil. Is it called a stylus pen? It's my computer pencil hitting all of these bubbles. It's true. It's true. I must adjust my headphones. Here we go. Wolfie's here. The wee hour greetings from Wolfie. Hello, Wolfie. You're live on the air with me. There's no music today. I'm just kind of like chilling. Just kind of doing my thing here. I'm going to see what people what you guys are doing. The White Sox today won. They won 16-4. And lately I've been watching lots of games every night. And I've been working while watching the games, or I watch other live streams. I watch all kinds of weird different things. I mostly see who's on YouTube and go down the YouTube rabbit hole. I listen to all kinds of people say all kinds of things about comics, about Star Wars, and it's kind of cool. I listen to it for entertainment, even though when people argue and make fun of each other, it's kind of cool. And there are no shows tonight for me to enjoy while I'm working. So I said to myself, I said, hey man, why don't you just go out there? Just say stuff. Just say stuff to myself, about myself, with the masses who are brave enough to join me here tonight. Because I'm going to tell you something very, very personal today. I've been contemplating, but it's something that's, I guess it could be private. Until you see me, then you'll say, hey, what happened? So it's it's an adventure. I'm looking forward towards this thing that's happening to me as an adventure. Let me save my work here. Let me see. Oh, Skoke is here. Mikey Campobasso's in the house. Look at him. There he is. Mikey. All right. So I see there's 3 of you. Sometimes these numbers are accurate, but there's sometimes more people watching than normal. Because I think when if you watch on Facebook, you don't necessarily have to click on the video. You can just raise the volume and hear me talk. But so I'm drawing these covers for DC Comics Super Pets. It's just really cool. I just got a contract. I signed a contract to do more. So this is really fun for me to draw these Super Pet characters. But You guys want to hear the personal stuff? I'm going to tell you. So those of you who are here are privy to hear what's going on. It's weird. I've been walking like an old guy. I walk like an old guy now. And I'm like, hey man, this old guy thing is I'm getting used to it, but it's starting to hurt a little bit. Like and I thought to myself, why don't you go to the doctor and ask him, hey, what's up with this old guy stuff? What's up with this me walking like an old man? Like, is this normal for a man of 52 years old? I'll be 53 this year. And so I got a foot x-ray. I have pain in my heels. So I got a foot x-ray. And the doctor was impressed because I have injured feet. And my feet are injured from years of doing things with my feet. Like when I was a young man, I would bike ride all over the place. I was on that bicycle, man. I would ride it all over it. I would jump off curbs. I would dodge in between cars. And I used to take it everywhere. I'd ride the bike to work, ride the bike to school, ride the bike everywhere I would go. I would have, even when I had a car, I had a bike rack and I would take the bike with me. So in doing so, the bike gave me these awesome legs. I have awesome legs. I have awesome calves. And what happened was my arms and my legs are overdeveloped. My arms have become overdeveloped because I draw for about 18 hours a day. So I don't do anything with my arms but draw. So when I previously went to the doctor, he told me, wow, this is your drawing arm, isn't it? I said, yes, sir. He is, I could tell, because it's fit. It's the most physically fit arm that he's ever seen in his life. So with my calves have been so overdeveloped that now they call them what do you call them? Bone spurs. I had such an overdeveloped calf muscles on both legs that my calves are beautiful. They look awesome. They look at them and says, "My Balthazar, those are some mighty fine calves you got there." But it's not good because the calf muscle, anytime it flexes, it pulls the Achilles tendon away from the bone. And it's a very, very common injury amongst, that's how I'd say, I never say amongst too much. It's a very common injury amongst baseball players, athletes. And you ever hear the guy like, oh, he's having Achilles tendon surgery. So it's a very common injury amongst athletes. But I told the doc, I said, hey man, I'm not an athlete. I have done things in the past, like I was always on my bike and I was always running. I used to run 2 miles a day, like for years and years. And I haven't run in around maybe 10 years. I used to run when my kids were real small, when my daughter was about 2 or 3 years old. I would go run at the park district and I would jog. But my jogging is always like a slow jog. It's just a little faster than what people could walk. But I always liked it because like I get the sweat going, burn some calories, do really well. But by me jogging that way and by me biking all those years, I put strain and stress on my Achilles tendon. And it was pulling away from my bone, my heel bone, which caused my heel bone to start to heal and try to hold on to that tendon so it doesn't snap back up my leg. It's true. I know I'm telling you guys some weird stuff right now at 1 in the morning. But so the doctor says, okay, we could give you this surgery. I'm like, oh man, I'm afraid, I'm sweating and like, I don't want no surgery, man. And the surgery would be where they go into your foot, they cut it open, they detach the tendon, they shave the bone, and then they reattach the tendon, and then you heal. And I would have to be off my feet for around 8 weeks in a cast, and then I would have crutches, and then I would have to wear a boot for another 8 months or however it takes. But if I had surgery, it would take a year and a half to recover from one leg. And then when that's all healed, then I'd have to do the other leg. So if I had surgery, I would be out for about 3 to 4 years. I'd be hurting. Or I could do what I'm doing now. I ice up my leg every day, and I go to leg therapy, and they shock my leg with electrical stimulus, and then I wear a boot. I'm wearing a big boot, like a John Suntress boot, like a big boot. I got a big boot, but it looks like a stormtrooper boot. The kids are making fun of me. Well, my wife is mostly. It's like a stormtrooper boot, like an Iron Man boot. But the cool part is, like, when I go to get these electrical stimuluses, man, my legs feel real good. They feel cool, man. They feel like, I wish I could just sit there all day and have the waves of energy going whoom, whoom, through my leg, and it just feels cool in my heel and my foot. There's no pain at all. Then it wears off, and I go home. Or they take it, they stop, and then I go home, and then it's good for about a day or two. But I had these sore legs for like the last 2 to 4 years. They've always hurt. And I never knew what it was until finally I said, man, that's enough, man. I'm going to go do this. And I said to myself, let's do this. So that's where I'm at right now. So when you see me at a convention, I don't want no one to be shocked, because I'm okay. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have a cast, or I'm going to have boots on. I'm not sure what to do yet, because we don't know how long this will go, because my guy over there told me that I've been working on these calves for about 20 plus years. And I got some good ones here. He was very impressed. But he wasn't impressed, But he said, I've seen it before, and here's what we could do. So I don't know. That's some cool. If that's some cool news. I don't know. It's very personal, but it's kind of, that's what's happening in the world of famous cartoonist. That's what's happening, man. It's a great news with Super Pets. Yeah, we're ready for personal. We got you back. Yeah, man, that was all personal. So there's nothing wrong with my brain or my feelings. And even my daughter said, oh, you can't, now I can't, I can't walk. Like, walking, running, or jumping, or riding bikes will make it worse. So, so I said, so I can't use a treadmill? He says, no, I can't walk. He was try not to. Like, what about when I go to the grocery store? He's like, we'll do that and come home. Like, what about when we walk in the park and hold hands with my wife? He went, not good for you. Like, oh, man. So I was telling my daughter, and she was getting sad. Like, no, it's okay. I'm all right. When we walk, we got to go real slow. But I asked the doctor if I could wear 2 boots. And that happened today. I went over there and got some therapy done on my legs. And I asked the therapist if I could wear 2 boots. And she said to me, most people complain about wearing 1. I'm like, no, when I wear the boot, it feels good. I want 2 of them. And she says, no one's ever asked to wear 2 boots. It's like, yeah, because I wear 1 and then switch it. When that other leg hurts, I switch. I wear this one for 8 hours and switch it when I'm trading off. It's like, no, man, I want to wear 2 boots. I want to walk around with a boot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, Mikey says, Jimmy, the calf muscle. Yeah, it is. It's I got bulletproof legs. They're so strong. Channel Siscart is watching. And Wolfie says, that's heavy. Definitely a hard decision. Yeah, man. So it's weird, right? It's like a serious thing. But I just got to go tender. They told me that to treat my legs like babies, tenderly, and Don't do anything. But it's cool. I learned that like the older you get, I learned that when people say, "Hey man, let's go skydiving," and you're like, "Nah, I don't wanna." They're like, "Why not?" So, no, and usually they accept it. There's no more peer pressure once you get to be older. And I've used that a few times. Like my friends wanted to go into a balloon one time. Hey, there's a balloon. Let's go in a balloon. I'm like, nah, I don't wanna. And they're like, why not? No, I just no, not gonna. So I'm glad I didn't go in the balloon. I don't know what happened to the balloon, but I'm fine not being in a balloon. And I also passed on a helicopter once because I said, the helicopter is too small and I'm a very large man and I don't want to go. And the guy said, okay. See, it's cool. Like, and I always learn that like when you're bike riding, because I did a lot of trails and jump ramps. I do all kinds of stunts and stuff. I wasn't good at the stunts, but I would do them. But I would crash a lot. I'd wipe out. I got a lot of injuries from the bike. Like I broke my knee, I broke my tailbone, I got a concussion, but that didn't stop me. I kept going, and now I'm still suffering. Now these my heels, my calves are hurting from the bike, and it's a weird thing. But I learned that when we were on the bike, and there was a guy saying, "Come on, let's go down the hill to go down the mountain," and then that guy would say, "No, I'm scared." I'd always say, "Don't go. If you're scared, don't do it, because you're gonna crash." And people would say, "I'm not scared," and then they'll do it, and then they crash because they were scared. So I always learned, don't do it. But now I like using that. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it. So why not? So I don't want to. I don't need to now. So that's that's stuff, man. Stuff. This is weird. Like I'm just sitting here wondering. I was talking to my kids because I had to pick up my guy from McDonald's. He's working at McDonald's. So I picked him up, and every night we have this conversation while he eats his nuggets or whatever free stuff he got from the work. And we sit there, and I just brewed. Well, I just heated up extra cup of coffee, and he gave me he brought home some fresh cookies, McDonald's cookies. So I had a cookie and a cup of coffee while talking to him. So I was telling him like I want to do an Oh Yeah After Dark, and he told me it would be funny if you don't turn your camera on. I'm like, yeah, right. Just wear the headphones. Just talk to people. See who shows up. I said, but what do I tell him? And then he said, you should tell him about your foot. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna, because it seems like that's what's happening now. I walk around the house like an old man, but that's all right. You know, what are you gonna do? The main thing is to make it not hurt, because I don't want to have that surgery, man. That would suck. I'd be done, man. Imagine all the books that wouldn't come out on time because I was held up, you know, bunkered in. I'd be housed. I'd be hurting, hurting for certain. Or I could just go out in style, buy a bike, and take it right off in the sunset. It's like, let's go, man, let's go. I can't do it. Can't do it, man. And then my mom was all concerned. What do you mean you can't walk? I'm like, no, mom. They suggest I don't walk. Oh, okay. She thought I was something like crippled. Like, no. Everything's fully functional. Everybody's good. Everything is good, man. Alvin's here. Good to see you, Alvin. Best wishes for good health. And good night. It's 2 a.m. Oh yeah, East Coast. Yeah, man, it's 1 over here. 2 minutes to 1, according to my computer. It's telling me. Mike says, I wish you well on your journey to recovery. The force will be strong with you. Yeah. He said I could recover. I said, how long does it take to recover? He said 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years. Like, oh, 6. Why does he say 666? That's bad. That means something else. But I'm going to try to do it in 5. Either 5 weeks, 5 months, or 5 years. Because that 6 scares me. But it'll be all right. I feel better already. I've only had this stuff for about a week. I've already had a few appointments. And when you guys see me at a convention and all my friends are hanging out, and I'm walking by myself, it means I'm still with my friends, but they're way ahead of me. But they can't order Harold's until I get there, so they gotta wait. So now it makes sense. Why does that guy walk so slow? You know, it's revealed. See, it's a secret. This is a secret after dark because no one will know this information. Only you four people, the four fine folks who are watching. Famous Cartoonist says things after dark. I want to get back to showing my face again on the camera because it just happens to be where every live show I do, I'm trying to draw my commissions. I'm trying to catch up on commissions because very important to get these drawings out to the masses. I was at the post orifice today. I went there and they like me there. I make the grumpy people smile because I tell them at the post orifice. I say that I'm really happy to be in business with you. I said you guys are kind of like I might be able to write you off as employees or business partners. And she went, that was it. I got her to go, but it was one of those laughs. That was a laugh. But then she's always nice to me, and it's cool because when I go there and talk, when I go there to mail my stuff, they talk to each other. Like when your friends are there, or you visit your mom, and they have a conversation that has nothing to do with you, and then they get back to you. So anyway, I was talking. So how's school? That's kind of how it is when I go to the post orifice. That's what she says to me. But they like me. They help me out. They tell me which packages, which boxes to use for my art. It's kind of cool. And all my packages I send lately have all been flat boxes because they're all the pieces of art from the from the commissions, from the live shows. Famous Cartoonist draws things. I do that too. I do a lot of stuff, man. Problem is I sit all day. That's probably where I'm getting all these injuries. I'm getting injuries because I don't move. That's not true. I tried to move. I was treadmilling. He said, "No, man, you're hurting yourself." It's weird though. Like, how am I supposed to lose weight? I hope I don't become a giant guy. What if that happens? I become a giant guy. But now I have to think, okay, that's enough. That's enough food. I don't need 2 cheeseburgers. I don't need another piece of cake, stuff like that. But it's really not the cheeseburgers that get you big. It's the other stuff. It's the fries. The cheeseburgers are good for you. There's veggies on there. There's meat, protein. Shut up, Balthazar. I know. Shut up and draw, man. Where's my stuff? I gotta send an Archie book. Someone just ordered an Archie book from me. I gotta package that up tonight and mail it tomorrow. I know this is real interesting for you guys. But I have something I want to say. I've been going to beautiful downtown Skokie on Tuesdays now. Tuesday's my day. I go and work there all day. I do owner stuff. Even my kids laugh at that. I do owner stuff. I walk around with the keys and move things, sweep things, restock things. I do stuff like that, which is real cool. So I'm there every Tuesday, and I've been painting and remodeling, like moving stuff around. So if you're in town or if you're around tomorrow, come and hang out. I'm there. We got 2 guys now. We got Ewan and Joe are working there, and they've been working on Tuesdays. I think other days a week maybe, but we got guys. We got guys, man. So I'll be there tomorrow, painting stars. We're finally gonna do the second coat. Finally gonna do the second coat of stars, because we had stars on the wall for a while, and they always bugged me because we never really quite got to finishing the second coat of the stars. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do another wall. But now I have to chill. I got to move slow. So I'm going to paint slow. I'm going to be on a ladder. I need a ladder, so I'll be on the ladder slow. Everything's going to be slow. I wish my my beard would turn white. That would add to my slowness. That would be cool, but my beard's not all the way white yet. It will get there. One day I will have that special Santa Claus beard. We'll all see famous cartoonist gets old. Famous cartoonist walk slow. You're going to see all that stuff happen. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah. Let's see. Here's one. Alvin says, be glad it wasn't 2020. We've had enough of those numbers. Yeah, man. 2020. And I'm getting a shot on Saturday, too. That's going to be fun. I finally got around to that. We got my first shot. So hopefully, hopefully that'll happen, man. My yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm getting a lot of invites to go to places, go to dinner with friends, and everyone's saying, "Hey, man, I got my stuff. We can go hang out." But we've been going to restaurants already as a family. We go to a few diners and stuff like that. But we'll see. I'm going to go for the shot. I'm going under. I'm going to do it. Not going under. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go get the shot. Get the shot. Give him the shot. Wolfie says, I wish you all the best in surgery and recovery. Good sir. I have tree trunk calves and minuscule issues. Can't sympathize with your pain. Brain says go. Body says no. But you're a good man, Balthazar. Thank you, Wolfie. I'm going to try to avoid the surgery. I'm going to avoid it as much as possible because it sounds scary. And the recovery time for that surgery, man, it's a year for each leg. So if I got surgery, it'd have to heal before the other one. He can't do both at once because he said it would be too much. It's very painful. I'd have two casts. I wouldn't be able to move. I'd have to be in a wheelchair. I don't want to do that. So this way, I'll go gingerly and tenderly. I'll treat my legs like I love them. And I'll buy them flowers, maybe some candy, give them foot massages, stuff like that. That's what I have to do. So I could do that. My feet are nice to me. They get me where I got to go. Yeah. Let's see. Wolfie says, in Superman Family Adventures Volume 2, the unknown Superman from the future is in there. That's true. Do you have a character for the unknown Superman from the future? Yeah. It's revealed in there who he is. The unknown Superman in my story is the baby Brainiac, who was born from Superman's mother. She was pregnant before she got zapped into the Phantom Zone. But the Phantom Zone Kryptonian molecular structure influenced the embryo and changed its DNA because she was in the Phantom Zone for so long that it was changed to be a Kryptonian Brainiac. Because then in the Superman family and superpowers, the technology of Brainiac controls Krypton. And it's kind of like Wi-Fi on our planet. Like on Earth, everything's Wi-Fi. Now imagine on Krypton, their Wi-Fi is called Brainiac. So everything on Krypton is ruled by Brainiac. You get streaming because of Brainiac. They don't call it Wi-Fi. They say, oh, my Brainiac's out. Call the Brainiac repairman. He has to reboot my Brainiac modem. So that's what it's like. So henceforth, the Phantom Zone is being powered by Brainiac. The reason why it exists because of the Brainiac technology. So when Lara went into the Phantom Zone being pregnant, the Brainiac technology influenced it. And when she had the baby was green with the Brainiac symbol. Dun, dun, dun! The biggest controversy in famous cartoonist life in the DC universe. And nobody caught it. So the unknown Superman became the Brainiac baby had accelerated growth. So the baby grew really quickly and turned evil and was mad at Kal-El, was jealous. So Brainiac, Superman, and the Brainiac baby, which I named Superman Prime, he became. They all became brothers, and because they all had the same father, Jor-El is all their father. So the Superman of the future, the unknown Superman, is actually Brainiac Superman Prime from the future, who learned how to master his powers. And when he came from the future, he grabbed Superman Prime and took him to the future to train him, to get him out of danger, because he was kind of born at the wrong time. He wasn't supposed to be born, and in that time, he was supposed to be born on Krypton, but the Krypton blew up and stuff. So it's real deep, man. It's deep, especially for a kid's book. But that's the whole thing behind The Unknown Superman. And if Superman Family Adventures went further than 13 issues, you would have saw all that play out a lot slower than it did in Superpowers. And there was going to be a lot more with General Zod and Brainiac. But the premise of the story is Superman Family Adventures. So everything in there, everyone is related to Superman somehow. Like Brainiac is his half brother. They both have the same father. Brainiac considers Jor-El his father because Jor-El created the Brainiac technology for Krypton. And so that's why he considers him his father. And then, so Superman realizes that, and he considers Brainiac his brother. And then the mother giving birth to Superman's baby brother, who was half Brainiac, the baby was still the result of Jor-El and Lara, their DNA, but it had Brainiac DNA in there too. So that's why he was green. But he looked just like Kal-El. So that's who the Superman of the future is. The unknown Superman is. That is Brainiac from the future. Not Brainiac. His name was Prime-L. That's what I called him, Prime-L. So it's Prime-L. And it's spelled Prime with a Pryme, Prime-L. That's what they call him. Like Kal-El and Prime-L. And so he was from the future, and he came to save Brainiac Prime, or Prime-L, and took him with him. So that's that whole thing. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, man. It's a cool story. Thanks. Green Wi-Fi Baby Superman. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. Oh, yeah. Did I spoil? I'm sorry. But I kind of told more details than was in the book because that was the subplot. But in Superman Family, that would have been like a 3-issue arc. That would have been real cool. Because in Superman Family number 14 was actually going to be Superpowers book where Batman and Superman team up to fight the composite Superman. So in Superpowers, I think it was issue 2 where they fought the composite Superman. A lot of that story was going to be based in Superman Family number 14, but I had to change it. The book ended, we got canceled, so I had I had 50 issues written for Superman Family. They were all outlined. They were going to be real cool. And I had a junior team with Supergirl and Zod's son and Steel's niece, where she had the armor. I forgot what her name was now. But they were going to make a super team, a junior super team with Connor Kent too was going to be in there. That was going to be fun, man. That was going to be issue 15. And then eventually Superboy Prime-L was going to come in there. And the whole bit, I have this cool story about how you can make Superman cool again. And that was going to be in there. And it was a lot of the story was going to take place in the Fortress of Solitude. And I kind of brushed over a little bit. There's elements of it in Superpowers. But when we pitched Superpowers, DC Comics, Dan DiDio at the time, he said, after Superman Family, he said, what do you want to do next? And I said, I want all of them, all the guys, not just Superman. I want all of them. He said, which ones? I said, the whole Justice League. I want all of them. And he went, okay. And then when I pitched the idea, I didn't know what to call it. And Dan DiDio said, let's call it Superpowers. Like, cool. And then he told me, you'll be the first one to draw Superpowers comic books since Jack Kirby. I'm like, oh my God, no pressure or nothing, but yeah, let's do it. And so that's why we went with it. But we were only given 6 issues, so if you read Superpowers, it's really fun. But I tried to cram a lot of story in there because I didn't think I was going to get another one. So I have this real cool story for a sequel to Superpowers, which so far it's called Superpowers Trinity. But I don't think I want to reveal the story because I might have a chance. If I have a shot, I'm going to do it because it's such a good story. And it's Brainiac is the bad guy in it. But it's so good because I take the Brainiac premise and just push it even more. And it's something that the mainstream comics and the mainstream Superman books never did. And I like to do that in the comics where I know the first Superman family, we brought back Lara. We saved Lara from Krypton and put her in the Phantom Zone. And then when you're in the Phantom Zone, you don't age. You stay the same. You're like a ghost. You don't age. You don't get hungry. You don't need to eat. You're just in the Phantom Zone. So when you're in there, that's it. You're just there, stranded. And that's why it's a prison, because you're just floating. All you have is your mind. Like, you could think, you're just stuck. You can't, all you could do is think about how much you hate the guy who put you in there. So when Lara was in there floating around, she became friends. Well, she knows Ursa and she knows Zod. So she became friends with them in the Phantom Zone. So she was not angry. She was not angry because her husband saved her in there, but they hated her for being in there. So it was cool when she finally was able to get out of the Phantom Zone. She was still friends with Ursa in the Superman Family Adventures. They were friends. And then when she's finally released from the Phantom Zone, she was so happy to have all those powers. So she's flying around and she's acting like a kid, because even when she came out of the Phantom Zone, she was younger or around the same age as Superman. But it's his mother, but she didn't age. So she's been in there for 32 years, or whoever Superman is. I always figured he's like 32. So she was in there that whole time where he was on Earth growing up. So finally, when she gets released from the Phantom Zone, she's same age as him. She's a young mom. So I imagine her to be in like 25, maybe 30, and Superman's 32, just like Jesus. You know, all the comparisons are there, man. So when she arrives out of the Phantom Zone, she just wants to go fly around and explore and throw whales out of the ocean and go move stuff and pick up buses and stuff like that. And he tries to tell her, Mom, you can't do that. You know, these are people and all this stuff. And she starts squashing things because look at my strength. She just punches mountains and throws tigers, whatever she's doing, because she's just so happy to be able to move and fly around. And that was what we were going for. But I kind of touched on it with Superman Family, but I wanted a little more in Superpowers. I wish Superman Family could have went more, could have been further along. That's what I was trying to do, which was real cool. But, I understand business things have to make money, and people need to read it, and people need to buy stuff. But if that was the mainstream Superman book, that would have been a hit. I think it would have been a hit. And there was at one point I was asked to write fill-in issues for Superman, and I told them that I could do it, but I need more. I got bigger stories than just fill-in issues, than him just like taking a picture of something and fooling people and then winking at the end. I could do that story too, but man, I really want a bigger story. So I pitched a few ideas. Things came across, but nothing really stuck. And the Superman editors asked me at one point, well, how many books do you need to tell your story? I said six issues would be good, but 12 issues would be better. And then they just they took it serious, but then they never got back, and things changed. And but it was during the New 52 era, so I would have had that Superman, the New 52, the jeans wearing Superman, the high collar. So it's okay that I didn't get to do that one, but I had the real Superman when we were doing Superman Family and Superpowers and Super Pets. That's the real Superman. And people always ask me, "Hey Baltazar, hey man, are you I know you're drawing Superman, but is that the real Superman?" I'm like, "Yeah, because when I look at my script for Super Pets, it says here on page 3, draw Superman flying with crypto." And that's why I draw Superman. So yeah, it's the real Superman. Hey, is that the real Aquaman? Yeah, it says here, draw Aquaman swimming with Storm. Okay. Storm from the X-Men? No, DC Comics Storm. Like, how do you know it's real? Because it says it here, man. So that's kind of what I'm faced with now. People, those naysay dwellers. Is that what you call them? Nay dwellers? Yeah, but it's not the real one, is it, Baltazar? But yeah, it is. It's the real one, man. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Oh, Alvin. He said he tore his quadricep in the fall and had it reattached to my knee. Wow. 8 weeks in a cash crushes a year. Yeah, that's exactly what they told me, man. That I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do or I could just put ice on it every day and not tell people, "Nah, I can't race you today, man. I can't walk you over there." But I want to wear 2 boots so I look like Iron Man. That's all I want. And if they don't give me 2 boots, I'm going to buy one. I looked it up already. The boots cost $75 though. So I want them to give me a free one. They already gave me one. Just give me another one. Wolfie says, "Wow, 50 issues. I got a swig." Ah, yeah. 50 issues. Would have been so cool. Not all spoiler. All cool. Thanks, man. Good details. My man Dan the Deal. Miss him. Yeah. Yeah, he told me that. Since Jack Kirby, maybe a merger with Disney Channel, with Discovery Channel, you'll get that chance. Yeah, I heard something about that today. The Warner by Discovery? Something like that. So Warner and Discovery merger, if it goes through. Yeah, I heard something like that. People are getting nervous. When stuff like that happens, a blot of New 52 Superman, no bueno, right? He's hurting. He was okay, but there's better ways. But they had to do that to avoid stuff and keep the character alive. But then he got his underwear back, so we're good. But I heard stuff about the Discovery Channel or something today. But it's weird because when stuff happens like that, people feel the wrath of the corporation, and that's why I only know 2 people at DC Comics now. I used to know about 12 people, 20 people. I used to know a lot of people there, man. Now it's just 3, 2. I used to be able to pitch ideas to people, phone calls. But that's okay. I'm doing a lot of other things. But I'm really happy doing the licensed Super Pets division kind of stuff. I'm doing all the kids' book stuff, which is kind of cool. It helps me out, man. It does really well. I do good with this Super Pet stuff. So I'm the first guy they call, and I say yes every time. Of course I'll do it. Yeah, man. I want to do Super Pets, or I want to do Super Pets. I want to do Crypto and Ace and Streaky. And they're going to do a movie. Comes out next year, 2022. I'm not sure if it is theaters or streaming or both, but I will make sure. I hope I get an invite. I want to be on a red carpet with my boots. I'm going to wear 2 giant boots. But if he allows me to get these boots, I'm going to wear them proudly. I'm going to wear them. I might get some stickers, put some stickers on them. Maybe get my friends to sign them. Maybe I get maybe I'll find Art Adams to sign my boot. It's a constant permanent cast. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We shall see. So everything I do is intentional. When you do stuff intentional, when life is intentional, then it looks correct. When you do stuff that looks weird, and it's like, oh, that looks awkward. That means it wasn't intentional. But you gotta do stuff. When it looks intentional, it looks correct. If I walk around with big moon boots on, with stickers, comic stickers on them, not just random ones. They got to be real stickers. Like I'm wearing these because they were choice, man, choice. There's a choice. That's why I'm wearing these stickers. That'd be cool, right? Put an Action Cat sticker on there. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I won't need the boots for very long. We'll see, man. 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years. But I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down to 5. We'll show him. We'll show the masses. Make it 5 months. 5 years. 5 decades? Why not? You know, I'm halfway through anyway. If I live to 100, I'm there. I'm about halfway. Right? So I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm going to take it on. It's like, I'll race you. All right, you win. Nobody could draw faster than me, though. Well, it's a couple guys. Sergio Aragonis could do it. He can draw fast. He draws real fast. Yeah, man. Do you guys like this stream? The After Dark? You never know what I'm going to say. You never, ever know. But yeah, I'm curious of what's going to happen with this Discovery Channel. Discovery? Is it the whole channel or is it the network? Are they going to stream wildlife shows on HBO Max? I don't know. But this weekend, or this Friday, I'm going to be on Franco's show. He's doing the catching up with Franco. Because I haven't talked to my friends in a while. It's just the isolation of the year has made everyone used to staying home. And that's kind of like what this whole year was really tough on the stores. We had to be creative to keep the stores alive. So it was real hard for me to get over there because we're not allowed and people are scared about going outside and all this stuff. But then after a while, we're getting more relaxed. People were wearing masks. We're starting to go out to eat and stuff like that. So I thought to myself, said, I think it's okay if I went to the store like once a week, made it my day. So that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks or so. I go into Comics and hanging out, walking around with the keys, looking like making sure people are working. Just walking around doing whatever I want to do. Moving things, putting stuff in stock, bringing stuff from home. And I'm working on some action figures. I want to do some custom Mego figures to hang on the wall to sell them. I'm working on some paintings just to put in the store just to sell them. And just so the store can make 100% of the money. I don't need anything. I just make them and put them in there. That's my donation to the store, my sacrifice, my donation, my sweat equity. Is that what they call it? It's sweat equity. They sweat. I don't like how that sounds. So I'm just gonna call it my being. We're being part of the story. You just gotta bring stuff, man. Where's my stuff, Baltazar? Kind of like that. People want their stuff. And so I've been showing up like on the weekends. It's cool. I'm digging it. It's fun. Not weekends, on Tuesdays. I go on Tuesday. So it's kind of fun. I keep thinking you guys are seeing what I'm drawing, but it's okay. I don't want to show you because I'm drawing a cover for one of the books, but they reveal it. I can't reveal if it hasn't been revealed, so I don't want to get fired because I like drawing super pets, and I feel that they are mine. I feel they're my characters. I think people would agree. Those are Baltazar's characters. Well, I don't own them. I didn't create them, but I drew them long enough. They know me. Super Pets characters know me. And they went, "Hey, man, how you doing, man? Sorry to hear about your feet, man." It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. What was I saying? I was saying something else right now. Forgot what it was. I don't know. That's right. I'm going to be on Franco's show on Friday. Because now that, like, I'm going outside, I thought maybe I could go to the comic shop and these trying times could come to an end if we just. It seems like they're coming to an end, and we've been already going outside and doing things and just wearing masks, being careful. I'm still uncomfortable going to grocery stores. I just keep to myself. Just make sure I don't ask anybody, "Oh, excuse me, you're in my way." I just go another way, go another direction. But with the store, I'm thinking we haven't had events there in a while. We haven't had stuff. Like, man, I miss going to the store. So that's why I decided I'm just going to go there every Tuesday. And I know we can't really mingle with people. And when people come into the store, we have to wear masks and things like that, which is fine. That's what we do. But a lot of times, it ends up like we get so used to being home and not going anywhere, not visiting people. So I start to miss my friends. And even when I find myself looking at podcasts and live streams that my friends do, that I like, Johnny does one almost every day, every minute he's on. So I watch his just to see what my friends are doing. And he's growing a beard and I like it. It's just stuff like that. So we text each other too. We send those stupid pictures and funny things. But Franco texted me the other day and he goes, "Man, what was that, today or yesterday?" I'm like, "Man, we haven't talked in so long." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but I've been watching your shows." So I feel like we've been talking, but I've been watching the shows. So I'm going to be on his show on Friday. I'm going to be on the new Catching Up with Franco on Friday. And we're going to talk about my favorite vampire of all time, Salma Hayek. The one who gives me problems every night. The one who's going to be showing up here at any minute. She shows up and she leans on me and says, "You don't want to go to bed. You want to stay awake, don't you?" And somehow she always like sniffs at my neck. She wants to bite my neck all the time. So I don't get it. It's like, stop it. So we're going to talk about Salma Hayek movies. We're going to talk about From Dusk Till Dawn and the other one, Desperado. And it was cool because we were going through a whole bunch of text back and forth. Should we talk about this? Should we talk about that? It's like, nah. And then we were going to do Mandalorian, but like, nah, let's do something else. If we have to talk about Mandalorian, we will. But then I said, "How about we talk about Salma Hayek?" He's like, "Yeah." So that'd be fun, man. Let's see. Oh, look who's here. D. Brad is here. Oh, hey, D. Brad, good to see you. Is this a top secret show? It is. There's top secret things being revealed. I went all personal on everybody, man. I don't know if I should say it again because same people are watching, I think. They'll get to hear it again. But you can rewind or they could ask questions. Things are happening, man. Things are happening. Almost won your Darth Vader sketch. Would love to come by to shop and say hi, but I'm in California. I will order a commission at some point. Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Yeah, man. The Darth Vader sketch went really well. Johnny Fitz is here too. Hey, Johnny Fitz. The Darth Vader sketch went really well, and the Batman one went really well. And I have a Fantastic Four piece on eBay right now. It's doing pretty good. I'm gonna see. I'm always amazed that I post my art and people bid. I'm so happy with that first bid, and it feels good that I know that it's sold. And it's cool to see how high the price can go on certain characters. Batman always seems to be the most popular. People fight over Batman. There's fighting going on in eBay and the bidding wars. The bidding wars happen. And it's cool to see, man. I got more I want to put up, and it's cool to see that. And the drawings I do on eBay are just drawings that I draw on my patio. I got this deck, my deck patio, and it was a nice day. Whenever I drew those, it's nice outside, so I go out there with my coffee and just sit, and I just take my board with my Bristol boards. I have a giant clipboard that fits on my lap really well, so I just go out there with my gel pen. Here, I'm going to tell you what the gel pen is called. It's called the Pilot G2.10, or is it a 0.1 or 0.10? That's the size. That's the size I like. The point. Oh no, it's 1. Yeah, it's 10. It might be a 0.10, but it's a size 10. I have a size 07 here, but that's always a little small. It's a little sharp, but I still draw with that. But I like the 10 point, and I go out there and draw. Sit the board on my lap and just draw. And I like drawing outside because the ink dries real fast. When I'm outside, the ink will dry real fast. Where if I'm inside, I smudge more. I gotta watch it, let it dry. But outside, it dries real fast. And the board I'm using on too is more toothy, so it soaks up the ink faster. So man, I have a good time. I just drew that Fantastic Four one, and I really had a good time with that. I wasn't sure I know I was going to draw Fantastic Four, but I wasn't sure if I was going to draw all the bad guys on there. But I just kept going and going, and I draw them with ink. I go straight to ink. I don't pencil them, so it's kind of fun to see. So you see all of the mistakes and the variations of sizes of the characters and their bodies, and their arms are too big. But I like that. It looks real cool, and it feels raw and real. And normally I draw every day on my computer. I do the Cintiq program, and I sound like an old guy when you say on the computer, but I got this screen. Here it is. I'm gonna knock on it. You hear it? I draw on this screen with the stylus pen. So I'm drawing on that right now, coloring bubbles. So I'm drawing an Aquaman cover. But that is real different. Like when I go outside to draw, it feels real good, and just I guess it's like a singer, I guess, where you're in the recording studio all day, editing sounds, making sure you get the right sounds, and then you go to open mic and you just join a band that you never rehearsed with before. You just start singing with them, but you're all singing a song. Like you pick a Beatles song and everyone's singing it because you all know the words. So it's kind of like that, like going to karaoke, where you don't have to be perfect, but it's fun. And that's what this is. With drawing the eBay drawings is a lot like that. It's really fun, man. I just like all of this. I like what I'm doing right now. And I'm so glad that I keep getting the call for Super Pets, because I'm doing another batch of books. And then after this will be another batch. Oh, that's right. Yeah. There will be. There's another. I got this current series, and then there's another series. Hopefully, I get to do a Bat Cow book, because I know that a Bat Cow story was written because the writer, Steve Corte, is writing all of the books. And he told me he wrote a Bat Cow script. But I don't know who the characters are yet. But I think they're going to do 4. I don't know if it's 4 books or 8 books. But I have to clean it up, man. I got Drew and Jot number 2 I'm still working on. I'm almost done. I only have like 25 pages left. And they're all inked and drawn. I just got to color them. And then I have about 40 pages of Gilbert left to do. So I'm getting there, man. But I got a few other things. I'm trying out right now for this other gig about some monsters. But I can't tell you who it is yet until I get it. I don't know if I'll get it. I think I will. It's going to be fun. But I got to wait to see exactly what it is. But I'm having fun with it. And they asked me to write some samples. So I wrote them already. I actually, I brought my sketchbook to the doctor today. And when I was getting electrodes hooked up to my legs, I was sketching. That was cool. So it took about 20 minutes, 15 minutes therapy, and I drew a whole story. I thumbnailed a story that I'm gonna turn in tonight. So after I do this little podcast, this live show, this secret show, I'm going to scan what I got. And you should see my scans, man. I send people roughs that are so rough, and I'm like, I don't have time to draw this. Here's what it looks like, and and people accept it. And this company, they asked me for some writing samples. They wanted to read a script, like a script. We want to read some of your script samples of what do you do? And I said, nah, I'm not sending you scripts. Here's some comics instead. So I sent them like Action Cat and Wolf Boy and Hellboy, and they're like, oh, those are cool. I'm like, yeah, that's how I write. So here's some of my writing samples. So they're like, all right, that's good. We get it. I said, you rather see what it looks like in the beginning, you want to see the end, So I sent them the results. Here's what the awesomeness is at the end. It's true. This is my voice coming out clearer this time as I'm wearing headphones and I got the mic close to me. So normally I talk into the camera microphone and you pick up all the sounds from the outside. Like if the heater kicks on, it will distort a little bit. Or if you hear animals outside, you'll hear all that, or people walk down steps. But this one is like right on my face. The microphone is almost touching my cheek. So maybe it's clear. Maybe I should do shows like this. But I could switch to the camera too eventually. Eventually I'll get back to the camera shows. But it's just that the last few shows I've just been doing my commissions, which I really like doing those shows too. Those are really fun. Let's see what D. Brad's saying. I'm going to eventually commission ink drawing from you, but I haven't settled on what. Probably Gilbert and someone else. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, man, let me know. I'll make it live on the show. So like I see from the older comments that you hurt your leg. Yeah, man. My heels have grown bone spurs. So my heels are holding onto my Achilles tendon so it doesn't snap back up my leg. And in doing so, my heels have grown bone. There's bone. My heels are larger than normal and they're swelling. So I had to do that. I had to go to the doctor. But I'm recovering, but I got to wear boots. And that's why I'm like warning people, if you see me in public when I go to shows, I might be wearing big boots. I just might do it anyway. I need 2 of them. I can't do 1. I need 2. I need like moon boots. Yeah, Fantastic 4-piece looks great. 4.5 kid made me laugh. The voice sounds good. Thanks, man. Yeah, the 4.5 kid is Franklin Richards. He's the son of Susan and Reed, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. She's Invisible Woman after she had the baby. Now she's a woman. She can't be a girl anymore. Swig. But the Mego figure is called Invisible Girl still. So I still know her as Invisible Girl. She's near and dear to me as Invisible Girl. It's true, man. It's all true. Every bit of that I'm telling you guys is true. Yes. I'm coloring bubbles still. I'm almost done with this cover. I have a little bit of hints. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I showed Aquaman, I showed Superman, and I showed the Green Lantern pictures on Instagram. So if you go to my Instagram page, you follow me, you'll see some of these, a hint to some of these covers. But it's just the superhero. I didn't draw it's not the whole cover. Because I draw the characters in pieces. And because some of these covers, like, they're pieced together. In this instance, they're pieced together by Capstone's guys, by their art department. So I have to draw the pieces. And then they put it together, which is cool. So I'm able to have the characters separate. separated from the background. That makes sense. It's true. It's what happens. But I put them up on Instagram. So if you could see it up there. That's where I put secret things. It seems like I could get away with more things on Instagram. People don't. Maybe it's because maybe it's faster. It doesn't stick. Doesn't stay on a wall like Facebook stays. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But when I tweet, when I put things on Twitter, everyone I know sees it. Like people I don't know who are following me, they comment. And on Instagram, not as much. People still comment, but not. It seems to be more quieter, like a club, like a clubhouse kind of thing. But Facebook, I have the most people because there's 5,000 people on my regular page, and I had so many people on there following me that I had to open up a famous cartoonist page, like a fan page. And people follow me too. You could, not as many, but people like it. I think all you have to do is like it, and then you follow it. I don't know. Things are crazy, man. Things are crazy. The internet, I tell you, the internets, the computers. I did it in a computer. And I'm so proud, like right now, I just used some templates, some water effects that I had in Gilbert. And I'm using them in the Super Pet book. And they don't know. They don't know I already did this. Like, hey man, you can't use Gilbert artwork in for DC Comics. I'm like, oh yeah? I'm doing it, man. They're all underwater. Gilbert could probably meet Aquaman, you know? I think he could. We should do that. We should make a Gilbert meets Aquaman book. It could be done. Trying to get it to save. Uh-oh. There's a lot of power going on here, Baltazar. Save. All right, let's save it before it X up. But I do have a... Yeah, this is cool. Gilbert. Looking at Gilbert number 1 right now. I'm using pieces from Gilbert number 1 to help me finish Aquaman. The journey that Aquaman brings. What are you talking about, journey, Baltazar? It is. It's a journey. It's a musical journey. This is an undersea adventure. Undersea. All right, it's working. It's working, man. It's working. I got to save it because it's kind of thick. my piece is thick. It takes longer to save. That don't make sense, Baltazar. Yes, it does. So even the critic shows up here, man. He shows up and yells at me. You shouldn't have rode your bike all those years, Baltazar. I know, man. I used to ride my bike all over the city and do all kinds of stuff. People would ask me, man, look at those calves. How'd you get that? How'd you get those beautiful calves? I said, that's from riding my bike. It's because I don't own a car. I used to take my bike to all my jobs whenever I had a job. And anyone who lived near me, I would see as I was driving home on my bike, they were driving their cars. So whenever they would stop at a red light, I'd pass them up on my bike. So my bike would, people would say, wow, I should just ride my bike to work, because I would ride my bike and pass up all the traffic. And then when they get caught, they pass me up, but then they get stuck by a light, and then I meet up with them. And it's true. So I don't know. All that stuff, man. See, my legs got real strong because I rode the bike all the time. And I don't think I had a car till I was about 24, 25 years old, maybe. It's true. It all happens. You are here for a reason. My reason is to ride a bike and wear the boots. Next time you see me, I'll have a boot. Maybe I can say that. It's a boot time. It's a boot time, Baltazar. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But my older son, Sonny, said he was measuring me the other day. I'm like, what are you doing? He said, wait, stand up. He said, he's measuring me. And he's measuring me for a shillelagh. Because I told him that when I was a kid, when I was about 14, our family shillelagh was making the rounds. It's my Irish part. See, I'm Irish and Mexican. So I'm a mixture. I'm a mixture of peoples, but I don't know if it counts. I'm not as exotic as the masses say, But I'm Mexican and Irish, so one time my family's shillelagh was making the rounds. It was going towards the families because apparently every family from Ireland has a family shillelagh. It's a stick like a cane. And from what I understand, the history of the shillelagh is that every household has a shillelagh because they would whack the snakes with it. When a snake comes in your house, you keep that shillelagh over your door. So when the snake comes in, you can whack the snake. Whoop, bam! You hit the snake on the head, and you get rid of the snake. And that's what shillelaghs are for. So they're a stick, but it's crooked. It's a crooked stick, and the top of it is thick. It has a knob on top, and they also double as canes for the older gentlemen of the house, where the old grandpa would use the stick, but it's also a snake clubber. I think the Simpsons did that. I think the Simpsons had an episode about that. So our family shillelagh came all the way from Ireland, and it made its world tour at my grandma's house when I was about 14. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was like the coolest thing. Like, wow, it's like a family crest. Like you see your family has like a shield. It's like holding Captain America's shield, but it's a cane. It's a stick. So I'm holding this thing, and I'm like, man, this is cool. So we all got to hold it. I don't know if I took a picture. Probably not, because back in when was that, 1981, 82? Nobody took photos. It's like that. You become that one guy where there's only one photo of you, and no one took a picture. But I remember I was just talking to my mom about it, and she goes, "Yeah, I remember that," and she knew where it came from and all this stuff. But that was real cool, and I was telling my family that, my kids. So Sonny said he wants to make me one. So we have our own family shillelagh. I'm like, yeah, let's do it, because I was at a flea market or a thrift store or some antique store. It was an antique collectibles store, and they had shillelaghs. They had a whole, like a bucket, like a barrel full of them, like different canes and walking sticks, and they had shillelaghs in there. I'm like, oh, here it is. Look at this. These are shillelaghs from. I was telling the kids, and remember that story I told you? Well, here's some of them in this basket here. And they said, why don't you buy one? I'm like, I can't, because these came from, if the history is true, these came from other families, and somehow they made it into here. So I'm really like, I don't want to bring home a curse. Like, what if I buy a shillelagh in a thrift store or flea market, and it belongs to a different family? And so I said, no, I can't buy one that's not ours. So they're like, okay. So I'm not sure how you make it yourself or how you get one, but I know that now Sonny wants to make me one, and now he's like, now he has a drive. Maybe I could use it sooner than I thought. So I know you guys like these long stories, but they're fun. So I'm making stuff, man. This is weird. Doing things late at night. I figured the whole reason for this is because there's nothing for me to watch. I got one more episode of Breaking Bad to watch again, because I'm down to that last episode. But it took me a while to watch this next batch. And my wife has been watching Shameless. And I started watching that, then I lose interest in stuff. It's just too long, and I gotta watch it. I gotta pay attention. But when I listen to live streams and podcasts and stuff, I could just listen to it. I don't have to look at the screen so much. But there was nothing on there, nothing on tonight. I searched YouTube and nothing interests me. A lot of times I watch Star Wars videos and just people talking, but I didn't have anything of interest catch my fancy today. Now, what is that? What's a fancy? If it doesn't catch it, is your fancy always available? Catch my fancy. Your fancy what, Baltazar? I don't know. Fancy didn't show up. Fancy Nancy? Nothing showed up today. So I said, self, just do it yourself, man. Even my son said this. Just go out and tell him about your foot. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. You're gonna see me. And all of you will know the true meaning of Baltazar, famous cartoonist. You thought I was gonna say Christmas. We gotta do another Christmas video. My daughter's been making up her own songs, which is really cool. So I wanna get her to make another song. I've been recording some of them, and they're kind of awesome. So I want to get her to. I've been recording some of them on my phone, and I want to make little videos to go with them. Like I want to make like a little animated type thing to go with them. She made I Am the Hulk. I am the Hulk. Yeah, she made that one. So I want to put a little artwork to go with it. It's taking me a long time to talk. How come I can't talk? I gotta go to the doctor. Say, hey, I can't talk. You say, here, put this boot on your head. This will work. This will work. I don't want to wear a boot. All right. Here, let us cut you open you'll be out of shape for about 1.5 years, 2 years. Like, oh, no, we'll be all right. We're okay. Everything's fine. Shut up and draw. Like, I'm drawing, man. I'm drawing. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Wish you guys could see. It is Storm. Storm is Aquaman's seahorse. I think it's a boy. He is swimming around. It's his origin story, I think. I don't know. I didn't get the script yet. But we'll see what happens, man. D. Brad says, now I know what a shillelagh is. I heard the word in Droopy cartoon. Yeah, the Droopy has it. My shillelagh. Yeah. It's a stick. It's a cane. But it was invented to hit snakes on the head. But bam! Because you hold it backwards. Like you hold the thin end and let the big end hit the snake. You whack the stick. It's a stick. It's a snake whacker. Whoop-ah! That's how you hit him. It's true. Wolfie says that is wearing another family's kilt colors. Yeah, you can't do it. You got to respect it, man. It might come with a curse. It's like, that's your grandfather's sword. It's like, well, can the neighbor borrow it? No. It goes to the guy. It goes to the grandson. You know, you got to keep it in the family. So if we make our own shillelagh, that would be cool. But I want the family one. I don't know who owns it. I don't know where it went. It probably went back to Ireland. But it was here, and it was a world tour, and I don't know if that's a tradition. I don't know if that's a tradition for the shillelagh to make the family world tour, but it did. It made the family tour. I got to hold it, and it was cool. It was as long as a cane. I held it. I remember what it looks like. It wasn't fancy. It was just made out of wood, not like treated wood, not like you buy lumber. It looked like a stick from a tree, but it was real hard. Like they treat it, and it was real glossy. It was shiny. So I don't know who had it or where it came from. Our family. Our Irish last name is Dunlop, Dunlop, and it also was Murphy, but it came from the Dunlap family. So I think that's where it get traced back to Ireland. So my son Sonny is genealogist, so he researches all the family and the bloodlines and stuff. So he'll probably be able to find it. He knows all the people, but it doesn't say who owned the shillelagh, but he could kind of tell where it came from. Sweet. Oh yeah, I'm going to be finished with this cover pretty soon, which would be awesome. Because I don't know how long I'm going to be talking, but I'm awake. It's bad, 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 I tell you. So I have to go to the store tomorrow. I have a phone call tomorrow at 11, though, so I won't be at the store till at least 12, 12:30. Normally, I like to get there by 11 because we open at 11. We open at 11. We stay open till 6, and then we do a live show. Me and Number One did our first live show last week. We did a live show on the Facebook channel of Skokie, and we did one on YouTube. Everywhere you're seeing this show right now, there'll be a live show tomorrow around 6:30. We're gonna do a live from Skokie, and it's called Famous Cartoonist Says Things at Oh Yeah Comics. It's true. It's true. It says that. And yet last week was episode 1, so it's a third show. I have several shows now. Says things, draws things, reveals things, which I got to get back into. But my reveal shows have been, well, all my shows seem to be like, they're all being combined into one thing. Except for the Skokie ones, because I have to say it from Skokie, because I'm there. But the Skokie ones are cool. And Number One's been doing shows too. He reveals all of the books that we get, like the new books of the week. So that's going to be a segment on our show. It's going to be cool, man. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. But I have to paint stars tomorrow. But of course, I'm going to paint them gingerly, tenderly, and gracefully, and slowly and softly, because I have to make sure my legs are okay. So if I start hurting, you're going to see me sitting. I'm going to be at the store sitting. I'm going to be sitting there saying, hey, man, welcome to the store, man. Grab a seat. I don't know. We can't eat in the store yet. That's rough. Otherwise, I'd buy a tray of Harold's, sit there with some chicken, have people come in, and we'll have donuts and coffee. We can't do that yet. It's not allowed yet. We'll see. I think it will be soon. People have to, once the government says, all right, we're good. And the mayor of Chicago, she has been saying it's not time. I heard her say it. She says, it's not time, man. You got to get back to business, man. Put that mask on, man. So we'll see what happens. When she says we're good, then it'll be good. Even though I'm in the suburbs, and Skokie's not Chicago either, we still pay attention to Chicago law. That's the law. So I'll be there later, probably by 12:30 tomorrow. Normally I like to get there a little earlier. I just like to be there. Being at the shop is cool. It's just fun, because I don't have anything to complete. Like I have a list of things to do, but all the stuff I need to do, I'm still waiting. Like I bought some curtains. They're actually shower curtains to hang up in the store, so we could have some ambiance, because the sun's coming in a little bright for me. So I want to hang some curtains so it could shine through the curtains and still be bright, because the shower curtains are thin enough where they'll block the light. Room darkening, they're not room darkening, or they might be. But that'll be cool. I'm going to do that. And I bought some stickers, but the stickers haven't come in yet. All the printing and shipping always takes a little bit longer for me to get things. And the things that come real fast, when I order hats come fast. I just got a new socks hat, which is really cool. Then I went and looked online and they're sold out. So I bought it right when I went available. I don't know. You guys are excited to hear that. He's talking about shopping now. This guy just talks about whatever's on his mind. That's right. Told us all about some stupid injury he got because he rode a bike. Yeah, I know. I know, man. He's not even drawing it. He's drawing, but he's not showing us anything. What a waste of time, Baltazar. No, we're good, man. We're still good. We got people. People are still here. Let's see what you guys are saying now. D. Brad says, there is a YouTube channel with audio versions of actors performing the canon Marvel Star Wars comics. I sometimes listen. Oh, cool. That would be cool to hear that. I did listen to the Star Wars radio show with Anthony Daniels and Billy D's on there. That was cool. I did hear that before. So what's happening now 1980s episodes are on YouTube. Don't know if you ever watched that show. I used to watch that show all the time because all the sitcoms were always on and during the day on summer vacation. Oh, excuse me. We used to watch What's Happening was on there. Sanford and Son was on there. And then Three's Company, or I call it the Janet Show. We used to watch that. Happy Days, Vern Shirley, they were all on there. All of those shows were on during the day in the summertime. And then they would go into game shows. Then they would go into news shows. So I saw I liked What's Happening. Roger rerun. No Roger, no rerun, no rent. I liked all that. That was good stuff. Realize I'm talking an hour and a half right now. Yeah. I want to show you stuff, man, but I can't. I can't show you this. I don't think I'm allowed to at this juncture in time. But that's cool. But I got a real cool phone call tomorrow, which is lately I've been doing things that will solidify and benefit my future dealings. And I haven't have anything to announce yet, but the people I'm working with, companies and things, they will announce things. So I'm going to let them do it. And I will support that announcement, retweet it, and all that stuff. But we'll see what happens, man. Tomorrow's a good phone call for letting me know the next direction to take. Here, this is what you should do. Oh, thank you very much. I was thinking the same thing. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah. I'm almost done with this piece. I'm going to lay in one more piece of backdrop. We can't see it. Doesn't matter what you do, Baltazar. Can't see it anyway. I know the critic is harsh, man. The critic is mad when I don't show you guys stuff. Like, where are you? Why are you doing this? But I'm going to draw another. I'm going to do another live show, probably maybe Wednesday. I'm going to do a live show tomorrow from the comic shop. But maybe I'll do another live drawing one. Because I still have to draw. I have several commissions. I have a zombie commission, which will be real fun. And I have what else? Another Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker with Nightmare, the bad guy. I have several. And I have to do a painting one for our good friend Danny Wisniewski. I got him coming up on my list. And I just got one that's going to be in, it's going to Brazil. Another one going to Brazil. All kinds of cool stuff. I always have something. But that's okay. I like it. I like doing it. And if I could just do commissions all day, that would be cool. I used to say that about Super Pets. If I just do Super Pets, that'd be cool. But I like doing all this other stuff. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, Baltazar. See this. Where's my stuff? Oh, before I do have to wrap up an Archie. Somebody ordered an Archie. Archie Comics. They're alive and well. Cool, man. Let me see if you guys are saying anything. D Brad's always saying something. D Brad. Oh, I can't find my mouse, D Brad. What happened? Oh, there it is. Are you going to do a Meagle building show? Yes, that's what I wanted to do. That was what the next one I want to do. I want to do Action Cat. I'm going to be making some Action Cat Migos and some Jungle Chief Migos. But I want to, I'll probably do a show where I just put the figure together. But I have to finish the backing card because I got at least 5 Action Cats that I'm going to sell at the shop. And they'll probably be about $20 each. Or maybe I'll make a few for my website. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just put them right on my website. But I think $20 would be good. I'm not sure if I could go more than that because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they would sell for. But I'm trying to make all my Mego figures with parts that I already have because I don't want to order stuff because then I can't sell them for $20. I'd have to sell them for more because the parts and all that. You get it. Business. It's the American dream. You know, buy high, sell low, and all that stuff. But I want to be able to not remember what I spent on the parts and just donate them to the store. So here, guys. So if I make 5, that's $100, right? So the store can make $100. I think we'll be able to sell those. And I'm going to make Jungle Chief. Jungle Chiefs will be available through me. And I'm going to sell them in June 22nd. I'm going to put them on for sale. And I'm going to try to do a live show sale, or they'll be on sale on my website, and I'll limit the pieces. So far, there's only 10. I'm going to try to do more than 10, but painting 10 figures takes a lot of time. And maybe I'll do a live stream with that. That might be pretty cool. D. Brad says, I have a $6 million man, but he's missing shoes. Do you know guys that make shoes for action figures? Yes, I do. But I don't know if they make the specific $6 million man shoes. Maybe Dr. Migo has a website. Because I think $6 million man was 12-inch. He's considered a 12-inch figure, but I think he was more like 13 or 14 inches. So I think his foot is bigger than a Migo shoe. So I think his foot might be bigger. I don't know because I have one with somewhere, but I have a naked $6 million man somewhere. I think he's missing his arm, but he's packed. I have him on my old childhood toy. I don't know where he is exactly, but I have to reassemble him too. But I think you might check eBay too. You could probably find those shoes on eBay or go to Doc Migo's website. I think it's called drmigo.com or fatcow.drmigo.com or something like that. Or you could just shop around. But I don't know who has this specific shoe. Probably eBay would be your best bet, sir. They might be pricey depending on what you buy, but you could get a Hurton pair that are like painted, not painted really well, and just repaint them, depending on what you're looking for. But if I run across them, because next year is the Mego Meet in 2022. If I run across them, I'll see. A lot of times Mego Meet, people buy stuff and sell stuff, but they don't rip you off because they know you want it. So they sell it for a good price or trade you for something. It's true. D-Brad says, my mom knit a sweater, a red sweater and pants for my figure. Yeah, I have. I have clothes too. My grandma made me a Spider-Man outfit. Well, she made me she made me an outfit for Spider-Man. It wasn't his outfit, but it was like a green sweater. But it was like a onesie. But it was funny. It was like a onesie, but it didn't zip up or button it, but it had like a V-neck in front, or I could put it backwards, but it wouldn't close. Then she made me, we used to have those Dakin dolls. I had Bugs Bunny and Tweety Bird. She made me sweaters for those guys too. They had jackets. So my grandma was skilled. She had the skills, man. She had that. She had the skills in the sewing machine. She had the shillelagh in her house. That's her, Grandma Dorothy. She had the shillelagh in her house, so she would know. But she's with baby Jesus. So I gotta find out who knows. There's several things. I gotta find out who knows. Where's that shillelagh? I think it went back to Ireland. But I need one. It would be cool if I could have a shillelagh and those big boots and walk around C2E2 with a mask on and a big hat. People would say, "What the heck happened to this guy, man? He's crazy looking." Just walk around and have Gordy's music playing around me when I just walk. That'd be cool. I think I would do that. It says, my great grandma knit me Spider-Man doll. It's pretty much a creepy doll, creepy baby doll covered in webbing. That's cool. That's awesome. That's cool. My grandma had my other grandma, my grandma Hopi, my Mexican grandma. She had dolls. She had those dolls that you always see in all the antique stores. They look like real babies, and they're cute. They look like the Gerber baby, and they were real size clothes, like real clothes fit them. So she always had that in her house, and she would knit baby clothes for those real size dolls. The doll is like a 2-year-old. It's as big as like a 2-year-old kid. And then she would always make the hats and sweaters and pants and stuff. Shoes, she would knit shoes. She would crochet everything. And so we have 2 of those dolls in my house now. And we named them Benjamin and Angela, but we have one that was just like my grandma Hopi's doll, and then one that's smaller. So we have like one that looks like a 2-year-old and one that looks like a 1-year-old, and they're sitting on my couch. And we put real clothes on them. They have real baby clothes. So my daughter and my wife will change their clothes for the holidays. So I don't know what they're wearing right now, but they were wearing they wear stuff for the holidays like Thanksgiving, and they might have had Valentine's Day stuff. I don't know what they look like right now. They're there, but I haven't looked at them. They might be wearing shorts and baseball caps now, but that's cool. Well, oh yeah, man. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. I know it's been an impromptu, but I finished my cover, so I'm real happy. I'm going to take a swig. It says, Deep Red said, I think I saw those on Facebook. They might have been there. I might have. That's true. Oh, they were on the picture with me and my wife going on a date on Valentine's Day. That's right. They were in the background. And people were saying, those are creepy murder dolls. They're possessed. Yeah, they're in my house. But I remember, I think one of my grandmas or somebody had it. Somebody had one where one of the toes was eaten by a dog. It was all chewed up. But I can't remember. I think that was my Irish grandma. But my Mexican grandma's toys were always real clean, real nice. All her dolls, and she always had dolls and figures in the house from Mexico, and she had cactuses in the little potted plants of cactuses all over. Because we would, I was fascinated by the cactuses because the points, the needles on them. So I would always touch them and they would hurt. She would say, "Don't touch them." Like, okay. But it was cool. Yeah. So I'm reminiscing with you guys. So I got personal. This was a personal After Dark live show. Famous Cartoonist says things to the masses. And it's been good. It feels good. It says, my mother made my brother and I Spider-Man costumes with old bed sheets. And we drew the web pattern on them with crayons. We also bought the couch cushions outside and jumped out of the tree on them. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know about the cushions, man. I'd get yelled at. My mom wouldn't like me jumping on the couch. But that's cool. I made a Spider-Man outfit when I was in 5th grade. And I went and got tights. We went to a store. I forget what store. It was like we went to the dancing where they sold tights for girls dancing. So I didn't want to wear them because they had the girls on the packages, but we bought them, and my mom convinced, well, where else are you going to get tights? We're here at the store and they have them. Like, okay, I'll buy them. So I bought red and blue tights, and I drew all over I drew all over them with markers and drew the webs. That was pretty cool. Then I found a Spider-Man ski mask. That's what started it all. I found a Spider-Man ski mask. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And I had I don't think I had gloves, but I had red socks but they had yellow stripes on them. But there's a picture of me somewhere. I don't think it's on the internet, but I gotta find it. There's pictures of me with that outfit on. And I would I'd have cool costumes when I was a kid. I had a Groucho Marx one time. I was dressed up as Groucho. And I dressed up as Mr. T one time. That was a cool one. I actually had a skin cap, and I glued the hair on there, and I drew I found feathers and put the feathers on the skin cap. So I wore the skin cap, and I painted a beard, and it was real cool. So I was like a fourth grade or sixth grade Mr. T. Whatever grade I was little. I did a lot of stuff before eighth grade. I make up my own suits. But I wear stuff. I was Yoda one time. I made some plastic ears, and I glued a bunch of towels together to make a robe. It was nuts. Did stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's cool. I'm going to upload these covers, and then I have to lay down, go to sleep, because I got to be at the store tomorrow. I got to wake up for my phone call. I got to set my alarm for 9 o'clock. So I hope my alarm clock still works, because I haven't used it for a while. But I got to get up at 9 o'clock, and then solidify the future. Stuff like that. Mr. T was the man. Bling before bling. That's right, man. Mr. T was awesome. He is awesome. He's still around. He's from Chicago too, just like me. I met him once, and I saw him in the street once. And there was a guy across the street yelling, "Mr. T, Mr. T," like that. And then Mr. T said, he gave him a thumbs up or waved to him. But I met Mr. T once. He was real cool. He wanted to meet my grandma. He says, "Where's your grandma? I want to meet your grandma. Give her a big hug." I'm like, all right. D. Bratsy's going to bed too. Yeah, man. I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on this live stream. After dark, we never know what we're going to talk about. We get deep down and personal. We make things happen, man. We get deep. We get personal. We go for the feelings. Go for the gusto. But I finished my cover, my Aquaman cover. I'm going to upload it right now. And I'm going to send a story to someone else. And then I have to go to bed. I have to. I don't feel it, but I probably will. Wolfie says thank you. It's good to have you guys here. But remember, guys, I'm going to do this again. I'll probably draw tomorrow. Or I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, probably around 6:30 Chicago time. So you'll catch us. But remember those things, man. No fighting. No crying. Be nice to each other. Wake up and do the things that make you happy. That's all you got to do. Even if you have to set your alarm for 9 o'clock in the morning, wake up and do those things that make you happy. So I know that I'm setting my alarm for 9. I'm going to get all dressed, shower up, have coffee, be ready by 11 to get my phone call, leave at 11:30 to go to Skokie. I'll be there by 12:30. And I will be brilliant in the universe. And I'm going to do a live stream probably around 6:30 with number one, my sidekick, my Ed McMahon, known as number one. You guys are awesome. Be nice to each other. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.